Simi's a whale.
I'm hurt. I'm
Yeah.
hurt.
Simi, the whale of the cult of the lore podcast,
Church. Church of Lore.
the Church of Lore slash Cult of Lore podcast. It is
Yes.
Simi the whale. I'm not even a whale. I just got all 3 units.
I'm not a whale. This is all free to play.
Sure, free to play Crystal Simi.
Yes, it is. I
Um,
haven't put a single cent into this game.
Uh huh.
Oh, we're alive.
Just because listen, just because you canceled your subscription before the podcast started doesn't mean that you're free to play.
I haven't. I
Look,
haven't.
you see, guys, you see our Pastor Simi, Pastor Simi,
Pastor
El Sharia.
I'm sorry. No, that's no. This is don't listen to him, guys. This is all free to play. I haven't purchased the LC pass once. Not a single cent has gone into this game. None. Zero. Absolutely nothing. Okay. Uh so we're alive. Thanks for telling me that. And welcome to the Church of Lore podcast once more. We are reunited today to talk about the story of Arc 2. Now, my man Dojo is a little bit sick, so I'm gonna be carrying the podcast.
Yeah,
A few
Dojo not feeling too good right now.
a few warnings before we start. First of all, excuse my terrible English once more. Reminded that English is just my second language, it's not my first one. My first one's Spanish. Second of all, spoilers for all of Arc 2. Like all of it, including the recent story update that we got. Yeah, it covers that too. So if
Let it be
you
known that I don't count that story update as an actual story update.
the October 17th update will be here. Hey Joe, hi there. Don't worry, I will give another warning when I approach the October 27th update.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to play the new story, you can do that. But yeah, I actually have this planned for a little while. So I'm gonna be talking, and you're gonna be seeing cutscenes. But before we start to see cutscenes and my little deviations, I gotta introduce you to the new Kyle friends that Kyle will um, make during Claudia. So this is Leona,
My bad.
Princess of Grandeur, Princess Punch, and he meets her at Psycho Village. That is a village that Kyle shows up when he gets isekai to another world. And then we have the one, the only, my boy, Barcelos Photo. It's a Grand Commander that he meets also a Psycho Village because he's with the Tool of Faith and everything, and he follows them around. With those introductions made, let's switch to library and actually revisit memories. Uh, was it just me or wasn't it said that the last update was gonna be huge? Yes. They said, "Hey guys, this is going to be as great as the." Oh, sorry, this isn't the cutscene I wanted to
Yeah,
show.
it's not just you. It's not just you, Gonzalo. Trust me, they hyped up that update, and it was an update. It wasn't what we needed. Gang, what's good, Dolphin?
Ding! Divine Soldiers of It. Okay.
I'm kind of sick. That's why the energy is low on my end. So Pastor Simi will be carrying. I'm gonna
Nice.
go grab some fruit snacks.
Okay, so that white beast is Gaius. He will show up in a few times along with a grand commander called Janine. that it is this dude slash girl in normal just like person. This is like with Lougseus and everything. I actually want to show this because
Yeah, it was an update. It wasn't a big update. It was an update, but it's enough for the mastermind Simi to give us a wonderful Church of Lore Arc 2 story recap, the story so far. So
have changed this to Divine Solicitor 2. But yeah, that is Gaius. Like, look at the size of that dude. Look at that. That is amazing. I want this as a world boss, by the way. And Kyle is going to be like, yeah, I'm gonna take care of it. Don't worry about it. Muted? Am I muted? Can you hear me, Kyle? And uh this is free maybe for them to see the Guildmaster maybe. Um Damn, you will regret this, whatever. Or maybe the previous one. Thank you. Yeah, whatever. Ah, there it is. This is Gilbert. He is the Guildmaster at Psycha, and I want him as a unit. That's all you need to know. Okay, next one. It's fine now. Okay, thank you. Complex, Great of Ruins. Yeah. So, um, Dojo, do you remember when in the Radman Ruins arc lore it is said that this is ruins that were in Granzelia or are mentioned that they were in Granzelia once and they were for another world? So it turns out the Radman Ruins were in Claudia all along. Also, we will talk about the Ramen ruins and the three sages in another podcast. Wink, don't worry about that. And yeah, Grancela and Claudia have interacted in the past. This isn't the first time that Grancelia people have stepped into Claudia. This isn't the first. By the way, I can hear myself, Dojo. I don't know why, because I have the stream mute. I don't know if it's your mic, but I don't care about it. I don't care about it. It's just I don't know if they hear me double or no. They will have said something. But yeah, the Gradman ruins. They were in Claudia all along, and we will talk about dying and yes, the dying and the Gradman ruins in another podcast. Don't worry about that. So, uh,
and speaking about the three sages, I did make a video dealing with the three sages and Dine. So, you know,
go
check
watch
out the
that
channel.
video.
Right, Simi helped me with that video. They gave me some advice. So definitely check it out. It was nice.
Yes. Adel isn't. Adel is mentioned that he has a tie to Claudia because Adel and Lenny's descended from Claudia. So they're from Claudia and they stepped into Granzelia, and people from Granzelia also have stepped into Claudia in the past. So it's not the first time. And I think I figured out why I heard myself double is because I have the stream. Okay, I just want to show this. Look at that background. This is the Starry Hill, and actually, it's my phone screen. Look at that. That's my current phone screen. Like this background. It's so beautiful. I needed to give a shout out to whoever did this background. I love it. Thank you for making this. Okay. I the I cite show a story Hill used to gossip about the background is my phone wallpaper. Then we have the swamp where we are introduced to Thouser, which is this dude. Uh the Panther Venom uh guard. We talk we talk about Thouser already in the podcast, and he's going to have a podcast alongside Melee. But yeah, we get an introducing, and also in his event, we also got to see like where he defeated the Nagura, like this dragon looking thingy that was poisoning the swamp. And sudden ambush 3. Like there we go. So Kyle and Leona kind of have to go to the capital to save Leona's dad. That is this dude. His name is Leodor. This is mainly is an advocate of Goddess Lilaha, which is the goddess that is in Claudia. And we are introduced to the fact that the king has been brainwashed by Melee. So about this, even after Melee dies, because Kyle kills her, spoiler alert, Leodor still seems to be brainwashed. But in this cutscene, we see that everything began with Melee's arrival. We'll discuss this in a later cutscene. And yes, that's the guy who went 50 Shades of Grey on Ray. Correct! You are correct. Okay, so yeah. Kyle wants to go to the capital because he thinks Ray is there, which isn't true because he's in another world. He's been nice guide. Well, Pennsylvania is nearby the capital, so kinda yes. And be ready to enter big sad time. Where is this? The top 2. Here we go. So, currently when they get to the capital, they had to climb this wall that is a side ladder that was made to restrain divine beast. Alongside one of them was Ray. So Ray was in Claudia once, not anymore. So shit happens, and Marcel shoots Leona, which is like, oh, why would he do that? But turns out that Melee was controlling him all along, and Kyle sees the situation like Leona's injured, Barcelo's being possessed, but Slash is controlling body controlled by Melee. And what does he do? He decides he's not gonna fight Melee. Like, no. He's gonna jump down from 100th floor. And he survives this. He survives this. How? Don't ask me. Elsaria. Okay, so back on Granzelia. Um, this is unexpected technology. Here we go. Everyone is freaking out that that Ray and Kyle have been isekai'd, and Meredy makes an This is Meredy. Suddenly, Mary is imparted to the story, which is nice. I appreciate. Thank you. And they are investigating Solaris because someone has taken away the elemental arcs, which turns to be Maja. And they find Alice, which is Thirbia's clone. Meanwhile, Segos is doing his own thing. On Reunion 2, is Goddess an entity like this? Yes, absolutely. We don't know how she looks like, but we do know like she's a god like Lougseus. Reunion 2, where is this? Reunion 2, here we go. So, Segas discovers that uh, Magia and Shira are busy becoming God because they are reuniting the elemental arcs to try to become God to substitute Lougseus because without gods the world is going to crumble and fall apart in a apocalypse and everything. And they're saved by Linnaeus. So I brought this before knowing they were saved by Linnaeus, but come on, that was an easy guess. But yeah, they get saved by Linnaeus. So the resistant hides. I say, excuse the lengthy cutscene. It is a lengthy cutscene. Where is this? The resistant hideout. So after somehow surviving 100 floor fall, Kana and Leona arrive to capital and they find the resistance to help Leona because she's, low-key dying. So how did Kyle survive 100 floor fall? You guessed, Alsaria. I say it was City Sarah's protection given in Arc 1, Chapter 6, and plot armor. It's a combination of things, okay? And just one problem, the Adel is injured. Then a resistance member, which is this dude, which is named Guinea. By the way, Guinea Unit 1. I mean, we know a lot of about this dude, like he's a hacker, and we know so much information, like so many details that we won't be given if this wasn't going to be a unit. Also, he has a unique sprite. The other NPCs of the Resistance members. She does the Legend Gaming of Elsie, correct? Uh, all the other Resistance members have generic sprites except Genie, so I expect him to be a unit in the future. Oh yeah, wait, I don't want to skip this. Meanwhile, Amelie is notified that Calion are alive. Yeah, after this, that's why I said this is a lengthy cutscene, like a really, really long one. But yeah, it turns out poison rats, whatever. This is a C word, so I handle this, whatever. Yeah, yeah. There we go. So Millie's like, oh, they're alive even after, dropping from 100 floor. What the fuck? At the same time, at Penal Island Panther Vein, Bowser executed reigns supreme as his prison guard with Ray being held as prisoner. So I have this. I have mixed feelings with story Bowser. I hate what he's done to Ray, but I love his attitude. Bowser is an attendant to Laha, which is a rank below advocates, but gives zero shits about it and acts like he's above Melee. A 10 out of 10, we'll talk about this in more depth in the Melee and Bowser podcast. Can't talk how they say Leona's an item. You're right. You're right. They're like, excuse me, she just disappears into the dimension pocket. She goes. That's so funny. Thouser. So yeah, Millie wants to send Thouser after Kyle to kind of kill him. Um. Okay. And Thouser wants to steal Ray's power. Using like a machine or some sorts. So yep. Also, I'm kind of like a interest in the fact that you can take the power from a divine beast. And Ojo, if you are speaking, I'm not hearing you. I see the little Discord thingy go green. But
Oh
I
no, I'm
can't.
I'm not speaking. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay. Let's yes, this. back at our heroes. Kyle meets Ardeen, which is our resistance leader. And Ardeen tells Kyle about the plan to fuck the Empire's temple security because that's where Leodor is being held. And they take flying motorcycles that we can see here, and they are so cool. And I wanted to show the kids them. Like, look at that. Look at those motorcycles. That's so cool. And that's Ardeen, by the way. He hates dragons for some reason that we don't know. But yeah, a lot of shit happens. Kyle kills Mecha God, kills Melee, whatever. Um, a miracle rare device 3. Okay, so this is here. So yeah, Kyle kills the Mecha God. Melee shows up. Kyle kicks her ass. Activating his shift form in like the second time in the story. Look at that. Oh, I love shift Kyle. The Melee himself, the Melee goes to Leodor for help, but he just steals her power and lets her die, which is shown a little bit further because this is where Kyle is like, "Oh, I'm going to absolutely wreck you." Yeah, like he gives her shits, like he just shush, and Melee gone, reducing to atoms. Like just in one hit. The guy that got slashed by Thuggus in Arc 1 is now killing advocates in one single blow of Kagutsutu. How far he's gone. Oh my god, I don't okay and Grander Barrier, don't ask me about this. It's like the Granzelia barrier that they had back in Arc 1 to kind of, you know, so yeah, they let her go, but don't worry, Theodore is gonna fix that in a few minutes. I think it's in the end. Thank God we can skip this part. Uh, so yeah, everything blows up. Whatever. They go to the resistance because surprise. Uh, they're being raided by soldiers. So this is Leodor, evil Leodor. So um okay, about this. Okay, so after this is the infamous. I haven't gotten used to this body. So Leodor, when he steals Melee's power, he says this. So either one, Melee possessed Leodor, or two, Leodor was turned into the male advocate mentioned in the Prophets of God arc, which explains why he is still brainwashed even after Melee's death. And yes, we know advocates can turn other people into advocates because of the group turning Rudo and company into Circus and company. Melee wanted to get Kyle and steal his uh, bloodline powers. Wonder if she knows that those or just felt a great power within Kyle. Back in Arc 1, it was not like canonized like 100% um said this way, but Lily can like sense Adel's blood, and we know that Adel is being imprisoned by Lilaha, and Lilaha gave powers to Adel, so maybe Lilaha's advocates can sense like Adel's bloodline, like mainly knew Kalas wasn't a descendant of Adel. This is just a theory, but it would make sense of why she wanted to kill him, you know, because she knew he was an advocate, he was a descendant of Adel. Meanwhile, in another place, in another time, Theory and Lilibet are collecting rocks because they want to make a portal to Claudia to, reach Callum, whatever. And then there's this this random ass bullshit fight with Sepia and Gorm and Robin. Yeah, true. Yeah. Sorry, I've been feeling kind of. I should get water, by the way. I don't have any water. Can you please excuse me for a minute after this? So, yeah, they get their ass kicked, whatever. And then they're like the guardians of this place, whatever. And Link Theory is like, please stop. I don't want to fight anymore, whatever. And she activates her spirit maiden form. And this makes that the ghost recognize her as the spirit maiden and give her permission to get the rocks. And like that, problem is solved. So I have so many questions. Like, how did they know what that spirit maiden is? Did they know? Did they met Sarah? Uh, I don't know. I
El
why
Sharia.
like oh she's the maiden. Let's get her the rocks. I I I have so many questions and no answers at all.
El Sharia is the answer to the question. El Sharia is the way, the truth, and the light. Amen.
Okay, Doji, do you mind talking to the people a little bit? I have to get water. Excuse me, 5 seconds. Alright, sorry guys. That's it. I got my water. Alright, a ship of hope. Okay. A ship of hope. I like that this podcast is going to be a half of the time. It's just to me looking at where the fuck the godsins are. By the way, in between this, Janine shows up again with Neo Guidance. Just a side note. I bet just like me, we are going to see Abel Adel. You want my dojo? Pop up the I have a theory sticker, please. Pop that boy up. Pop that I have theory. Because I do have a theory about this. Meanwhile, okay. So, you want to know what's going to happen? Adele has been turned into a prefect of God. Hear me out. Also, there's an echo on my part or Noah's part. They say they hear an echo. Oh yeah, it's like I can see the little bars. There's like 2 bars. So my theory, sorry, my theory is Adele's soul is the one reaching to Kyle because his body is being controlled by Lilaha. That's it. That's the theory. But yeah, we're going to be like, Adele, why? I thought you were my ally. And it's just soulless Adele. It's not Adele. Yes, it was in your part. It was. It's fine now. It's fine now. Okay. You can pop that sticker out. I'm done with that theory. Okay, so a ship of hope back in Place Garden, back in Granzelia, you know. Um Marion is talking to Lagabos, blah blah blah, and then Roland shows up. And what I want to shout up in this cutscene is that Roland apologizes to to Lagos and Muren. If we can see Roland in the cutscene, please. It's take a long time. Bayland is also there, by the way. That's Roland. Okay, so Roland is like, okay, I come here in peace. Please don't kill me. I actually apologize for everything that I've done, and even offers, hear me out, a position on the Council of 10 to Lilibet. Guys, we got a potential shift 2 for Lilibet. Council of 10 Lilibet, boys. We know that Hades is going to release shifts for all the main characters we already saw Lagrange. So don't be surprised when Council of 10 Lilibet shows up. Also, maybe some Palmian Sekas and Theria, I don't know, and Kyle maybe gets to actually control Galaxy this time. Okay, cutscene who needs protection for to have something plain as explain the whole cutscene. Okay. So I'm rolling this there because you remember they met Alice, right? So she's like in this sort of coma, and there's this virus that it's like inside of her. So Roland goes all okay, I'm gonna pop inside her mindscape because androids have mindscapes. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, I guess. And yeah, he goes there and it's like she goes through Theria's memories. Who needs protection, which is actually the last cutscene. By the way, Lily is here as well. What? I will explain. After going through some of Theria's memories, because Alice is a Theria clone, Roland finds Lily, which is the cause of the virus. She's working with Shida. She goes on to almost kill Roland, but she doesn't because she needs the blood of the great hero Adel to turn Shida into a god. So she says, Lily says that she needs a great amount of feather and Adel's blood to uh, make Shida turn into a god. So the great amount of feather is the elemental arcs, and Adel's blood is Roland's blood. Through the power of love and friendship, Roland and Elias unlock their shifts, which we can see in this cutscene, and kicks Lily's ass. But Shida saves her from death at the last minute. So Lily is not outside the game yet. She's still alive. It's just that Shida went like, I'm gonna save. How did Shida save Lily from within Alice's mindscape? You guessed it, Alsaria. I have no fucking idea. Um. Oh, this is like. Oh. Okay. Whose place would Lilibet take? We know that Lily is a traitor because she tried to kill Roland and all of that. So maybe Roland or Maya and Shira, since they're evil now. Also, the Council of 10, Evan's still in power considering Shira and Roland are not good at terms. The Council of 10 needs a reworking, a lot of it. Again, I want to show this cutscene because my boy Barcelo drops a fucking nuke, and I'm not exaggerating here. What's the cutscene? So they're like, the resistance is fighting the Grander soldiers, and they're like, oh my god, what are we going to do? There's so many of them. And Leon is like fighting with our whole might. but she's not recovered 100% yet. And they're like, oh my god, someone help us. And then Kyle shows up, like, I am the main character. So yeah, Marcel is now free because mainly was killed, and so the body control of Marcelo went away. And Nuke, like, fucking explodes everything. Look at that. He's so fucking bad, and he appears like, I am your savior, and this is why I sent him. And then I even fire civil war upcoming. I mean, we already had civil war with the Lougseans in Arc 1, so expect civil war to be a thing in, I guess. Well, he would have nukes in his pockets. Pocket nuke instead of pocket sand is just pocket. He has bombs. Like, one of his attacks is like bomb. Like, it's like, do you like? It's not the first time in cutscenes Barcelo has dropped a nuke or two, like bombs. Like, I can actually see like like a little like sack or bag or something, and it's like or a grenade. It's more like a grenade. That would make sense because he's a soldier. I need water. Um. So yeah. The Nightmare Ramparts. Um. Guinea. We know from this cutscene that he's a hacker and an elite group called CDM. So this is a detail that again we wouldn't have if Guinea wasn't going to be a unit. So Guinea Unit 1, please. I need him as a unit. I love like hacker thing going on. Maybe a support or something. Following the footsteps. So meanwhile in another place, like, oh yeah, and Kyle now is headed to the resistance after being separated with them. And Dojo, I think, you know what's going to come after the little Sega subquest. So meanwhile, Segus finally reunites with Lennis, which is after this semi-lengthy speech he has with Thykes. There we go. Lennis tells Segus that they're in the Silver Society, which happens to be located in another world called Lilahammer Divine Cage, who was sealed off by Lilaha for some reason that we still don't know. Then they proceed to go to a place Sekis was born, so he can know more about the Forget bloodline, a village called Saint Paul. So a lot of info dump in this cutscene. First, the fact that Sekis was born in another world, like, okay, how did you get to Granzelia? We don't know. Maybe the Magnus, like we see that there's this conjuring gate, which leads to some poems, so they had knowledge. And we see that the Solver Society actually uses technology to travel between worlds. So maybe this technology existed when Cycus was born. So they used it to keep him safe because same poem kinda, collapse. It's like not there anymore. It's like everyone is fucking dead. And we know that Lougseus was in this world before he went into Granzelia because we know from Mia's backstory and we see that this world has already fallen to ruin. So Lougseus went here, won, and went to ruin another world. which is lead lore knowledge. Meanwhile, sorry if I'm drinking water, but I really need it. So on the way of same poem, uh, we learn that Lougseus also existed in Lillehammer and that Thykes is also originally from Lillehammer. So yeah, Thykes is also from here, which is cool, I guess. On the way there, they meet with someone, which is the first prefect of God that we meet in the story, and there she is. It's like, oh, who could it be? And Lex is like, don't you dare use her poison her body, whatever. So after a fight between Ziggs and Sykes, it's like, it can't be, can it? And Sykes gets mad. Excuse the lengthy cutscene again. So yeah, um, look at that. Mia shift already confirmed, by the way. Um, so they are like, is Mia being brainwashed or not? She is brainwashed, by the way. Um, so they are sent into another dimension to find like a dragon or something. Yeah, Grook's like Rapala's dragon, right? If I remember right, yes, I do remember right. Where did Lennius go? Actually, he gets kidnapped by Mia. He he gets he gets kidnapped. Like hippity hoppity, you are not my property. So they go to Belanasura, which is the name of this dimension, which is the dimension of where great souls end up when they die. And Thais gets stuck between dimensions, and Thekes goes missing. And guess what? There's no status update to this. Thais is still stuck between dimensions, and Thekes is just like, we don't know where he is. So, and Lennius kidnapped by Mia, probably with Adel. And I think Lennius wanted to get kidnapped. Like he wanted to go where Adele is because if Mia kidnapped Linus, Adele is currently imprisoned by Lilaha, so maybe they are kept in the same place. So Segas wanted, Linus wanted to weigh in, to be with Adele. That's my prediction. Okay, so after this, guess what places Kyle goes to? That's right, he goes to a desert. I told you, 80s loves deserts. Well, almost at least they have each other. No, I think Lennis has found a way to break Adele out of Laha's realm or her grasp. Like he has found a way to uh, rescue Adele, but in order to rescue him, he had to get in. Like I'm going to break you from here, from within here. You know? He's playing 5D chess. He's just like Lily. He's playing 5D chess. Okay, yeah, so yeah. 80s loves deserts. I don't know why. Meanwhile, we switch again to Panther Bane, where Didi shows up. Yeah, 5D chess. So yeah, Ray is like and requests to see Thouser, and Thouser stops the torture to meet with Didi, and we know this because Didi, we now know that she is Thouser's like right hand woman. Um, I have here mentioned the Lanceville Thouser and Didi and Liza parallel. So, do you remember Lanceville and Liza from our clan? Well, there's a neat parallel between Thouser and Lanceville and Didi and Eliza. So, Lanceville and Thouser, they're both associated with thunder. Even if Thouser is a dark unit, he wants to still raise powers, which is thunder. And they're like knights that are of good renown, like they're really known for what they do, and they're like this higher state. And while Thouser, like he is a masochist, and he likes to see people suffer, and Lanceville is this chivalrous knight that actually redeems himself in the way he does things. And then there's
Um,
Elias and Didi, both women.
Thouser is a sadist. Masochists enjoy feeling pain. Sadists
Oh,
enjoy inflicting.
oh, thank you for the correction there. They also love sword. That that's another problem. And Elias and Lady are mages, which are women, which is the support to the male character, and also are fucky, like a little bit crazy. Elias is also a little bit crazy, but not as Diddy is. Diddy is like, I want, I am going to kill my parents just because I can. Water. But yeah, there's a neat parallel there. Also, Ray's relief to know that Kyle is also in Claudia would worries about his safety. So Ray is actually worried about Kyle. And Dojo, I think your favorite part is coming up, which is back to Kyle. He is like trying to fight this dude, which is named Ryvern.
Yes, yes. He who is him.
Look at that.
It is that guy. It is that guy.
It is that
The
guy.
character who the character who will be getting who I will be making 110. It is him.
It is him.
I'm so serious. I'm getting him plus 10. I'm getting him
Plus 20.
It doesn't matter. Be it through summons or the god relic prisms, he's getting plus 20.
So Baltica, he tries to
He is getting pitied. His UR arc, if he comes with one, is getting pitied. Anything that has to deal with Ryvern is getting pitied. I don't care. He is better than Vayne. He is better than Vayne. Him and Vayne, he would destroy Vayne in a fight.
Yeah.
And I love Vayne. He would destroy Vayne. Mm-hmm. You got me excited. I'm sorry.
I don't worry. So Kyle is fighting a swarm of divine beasts. This dude shows up. One hit KOs the monster float, turns the ground into hellfire, tells Kyle to fight to the death for no reason, and so they fight. The mysterious guy isn't knowing that Kyle is holding back. Kyle goes into shift form, which will happen now. But then the mystery dude, which is named Ryvern, gets a call, a mysterious call, and has to call the duel off. And then in my favorite part of events from the whole story, this is like this is like second place to Barcelo, accompanying Leona and Kyle to the Grand Ramparts and his little moment of redemption of
What? You're
of
saying that this scene is second place? What are
this.
you talking about? I know, listen, no, I know you love Barcelo. I know you love Barcelo, but this is second place to that? No, Simi, you gotta change. I'm sorry, Simi, I can't accept this.
Okay, this is actually first place,
Oh, there we go. Okay.
and the other one. Look at that. So, Mystery Dude, uh, proceeds to one-hit KO Kyle. Kyle falls unconscious. Mystery Dude introduces himself as Riper and then leaves. Riper really showed up, kicked ass, refused to elaborate, and left.
mind you, mind you, he didn't fly into. He jumped.
Yeah.
He. They had to make the portal that tall, that high, so that he didn't break anything. Because Ryvern doesn't care. All right, I'm gonna go back to being muted. I just used up all the excitable energy I have, and the migraine is starting to come back. Going back into the shadow
But
realm.
yeah, this the Riper shows up, kicks ass, refuses to elaborate, leaves. My first is Silas baiting Lily with the power of friendship. I lie. The Barcelona cutscene is the first one, and this is
Simi,
the second one.
Simi, me and you will fight.
I'm sorry. It's
Simi,
just I
Simi,
like it.
Simi, listen to me.
In the
Simi,
end,
listen to me.
Ray
No, no,
begins
Simi, I'm not
are
letting.
seen collecting castles in
Simi,
his body.
Simi, take it back. You thought I didn't hear you? Take it back. Take it back. This is the best cutscene. That is all. Goodbye.
And these CUDA figures are Bane's man. And, and now I it's a tiny story. It's not, but it's full of lore. It's really full of lore. Um uh is the same Polmian thing. Yep. Mentioned later. Yeah. So Kel is like, if he's not dead, it's a miracle. Uh their destination. Here we go. So in his dream, Kyle has a flashback about the morning before leaving Lador to go to the Imperial capital in order to become a knight. Kyle questions Ray about his father, about what kind of question he was, and why he left him. Kyle finally, after all this time, questioning why his dad went to buy milk and never came back. But yeah, I also want to know Kyle. I actually want to know where Megas is, what he's been doing, why he left you, why he sealed a sword forged by a god inside you, you know. And then Ray is like, well, I'm gonna give you this sword. That is a gift. Uh, Ray gives Kyle his iconic sword, a farewell gift from his dad. Through Ray doesn't say it directly, but come on, it's heavily stipulated that this is the case. And that once Kyle is able to wield it like a champ, he'll be one step closer to him because we know Mayus uses a katana. So, since the sword that OG Kyle wears is Megas's, did Megas do something with Kyle's sword? To Kyle's OG sword, which I don't know if it has a name or not. since he gifted it to him. The sword is part of the Night Lordship ritual, since Kyle always grabs the sword and it magically transforms into Katsuchi. So I need to know. Like, what the fuck, Magus? What the fuck did you do with the sword? And I have so many questions about it. Like, so many questions. So Kyle wakes up in a strange place with a soldier of Liagora. I still don't know how to pronounce Spain's town. So I just say Liagora, like a Spanish accent thing. Um, Kyle's arrived to a place where he meets Bane, which we'll see in a few seconds if this cutscene isn't that long, please. Come in, yeah, whatever. So that's Bane. Okay. Where he introduces him to the town of Desmond Souls, Liagora. He further explains that when someone's soul is snatched by the tool of fate, they wind up here, doing the best to try and stay alive. So body and soul, at least in the last clouded universe, you know, are separate things, and one's body can live on without their soul. This is important, meaning that Kyle's soul travel in chapter 6 of Arc 1 is explained, which is neat. We know that Kyle at the end of that chapter he met Adele and Sarah, and he was and Adele was like, okay, I gotta know, I gotta go, I'm being kidnapped by the prophets of God, bye. So that explains why Kyle was able to access that place, but his body was in Lougseus realm, and also why the prefects of God, even if Adele's body is being manipulated by Laha, it would explain why his soul can communicate with Kyle and his body is being used by Laha. If that's the case, which is just a theory, but it's pretty likely. Bane also says that a lot went down between him and the Resistance once. What is Bane's problem with the Resistance anyway? We can only speculate because it isn't explained. Oh, sorry, buddies. Also, Bane knows Cass's name, even if he hasn't told him. Did Bane use his sea power to know Kyle's name? Also, how the fuck does Bane's power work? As far as we know, he's got some kind of remote vision. So we know he can everything that happens in the desert, in the sand, he can access to that. Like if you step inside the desert, Bane suddenly knows where you are, who you are, what's your social security number. Like he knows about you and everything. So that means, and this is just speculation, just theory time, I guess. A mini theory, not extended theory or anything. But if Bane knows who Kyle is, like he knows his name and everything, does he know about the other stuff? And what I mean with this is, does he know he's from another world? He know he's the descendant of Adel? Does he know who Adel is? I guess. Does he know he defeated a god? The soldiers don't believe Cal, so he knows Ryder beat Cal into a hole. Correct. He should, because that fight happened in the desert. So Bane does 100% know, like, oh yeah, you got beaten by Ryder. Um. So yeah, Bane sends Kyle to do a mission, whatever. And everyone is like, oh, he won't make it back. He's just an F rank. But Bane thinks otherwise. Bane says that Kyle looks like he's escaped death once or twice, and Kyle has escaped death at least 6 times. Shall we go through the list? Surviving a battle with a god. God is the kite instead of being crushed inside the god's domain. Jumping off from a 100th floor of a of a towering wall. Not being killed by a robber just because of fancies. Survived being sacked by Lougseus, an advocate of God. Also, when Ray decided to get stronger to come back from the death to get Lily dusted. So, yep. And also his shift is here. But yeah, 6 times at least that Kyle has escaped death. How? Alsaria. You guessed it, Alsaria. Okay, are you ready for when I first saw this cutscene? I was like, dude, what the actual fuck is happening right now? This dump, what I'm going to see you right now, um, it's just insane. It's just insane. Oh, first of all, um, okay, wait. I actually want to say to look at this cutscene first. Can I gush about the pattern on the underground ruins? The pattern of the ground. I think you can see it better in the first one. Uh, if we get a good view of it, look at that. Look at that pattern on the floor. It looks sick. Uh, Also, in one of the sub quests of the underground ruins, in the sub quest, not in the main quests, in the little descriptions, it says that yeah, Bizarre's one, yeah. But yeah, the pattern on the floor is amazing. I like it. Also, in one of the main quest descriptions, Kyle can almost hear Lilibet's excited voice, and I think that's beautiful. Like he's reminded of Lilibet because he's in ruins which Lilibet loves, which is so nice. Like he's like he misses her, he misses his friends. So back at the Saint Rose, this is the ship of the Resistance. It has an arc and everything. Barcel and Guinea talk between each other at the dock. And then, in the insane lore dump that we're given in this cutscene, Guinea reveals to Barcelo that the Resistance uses technology from Saint Paul. Excuse me? Saint Rose was made with what technology now? When I heard this the first time, I was like, what the wolf? That raises a lot of questions. How did it get there? Uh, how did how did they figure out how it works? Those same poem like Claudia and Lilahammer have anything in between them? Like there has to be a connection there somewhere. The most important, how did Grantor and Lilahammer interact in the past? Did Lilahammer get cut down because Sympomian tech was too powerful because we know Lilaha said, "All right, hippity hoppity, your world no more, cut down." It says that it was cut down. A word cut down when it got like it cut all communication, all the ways to get there, everything. Just it quote unquote disappeared. Like it's there. It's still there, but it's not supposed to be there. It's like a ghost world or something. But this explains, this could explain why Segus's name sounded familiar to Ardeen. So Ardeen somehow knows about the Forgit family, about Segus, and of course on Paul because the technology from some Paul, but he has to know about the Forgit family and Segus, and this is why Ardeen was like, Segus, that name song rings a bell. So maybe one of Segus's ancestors had his same name, and that's why he knows it. So he does know the name Segas, but he doesn't know who or current Segas is, or maybe yes, who knows? We don't know. Also, Guinea mentions that the Empire, the Grander Empire, hates Tampalmian tech. And I'm with Guinea here. Why does the Empire hate Tampalmian tech? What happened? Also, he questions why Lilaha wants to collect faith, but we know it's for more power. Uh, so yeah, some Palmian tech. It's so fascinating. Like holy shit, that is love dump. And now, oh my god, the worst cutscene. The worst cutscene ever. I hate this so much. So, our party minus Kyle arrives at the resistance, says cute, which looks so cool by the way. Look at that. That is so cool. And they tackle about a little bit whatever. Barcel's like, why am I allowed here? I'm supposed to be your enemy. And then Graffle appears. Why, Alias? Why does Graffle has to be a lolly and a British slash Australian lolly? Why? Why is Graffle a lolly? Arlene introduces her to Barcelo as Graffle, founder and general of the Resistance. This shocks Barcelo, which, by the way, Barcelo was ready to go back to the middle of the desert just for Kyle. That's a real friend right there, and you wonder why I sent him. I, I'm reading my notes, yes, just I'm reading them. And then Graffle kicks Sardine into the nearest wall. Just Graffle just casually plunging Sardine into a wall, which we will see right here. And I need to show this. A pop full of lolly, that's it. The founder, yes, she's the founder, and there we go. Just into the new wall. She says that she'll activate their agents Aliagora to find Kyle, and that since the three emperors are in motion, they'll also make the move. Again, the three emperors are mentioned, and I need to know more. Also, there's a theory that says that Ryburn is one of the emperors, but I think the person that called Ryburn is the emperor. Because why else would Ryburn answer a call? Like, if he was the emperor, he would be like, I don't care who's calling me right now. I'm gonna fight this dude. I don't fucking care. But he didn't. He was like, all right, I gotta go. Someone called me. So I think Ryvern's boss is the emperor, and Ryvern is just a bodyguard. Sorry. This is one more side too. Yes, but before this, we see a purple hooded figure finding Kyle, which are the resistance members, most likely, since purple is associated with the color of the resistance. So the resistance finds Kyle. Three emperors of Grandar. Yes, I actually have a theory on that. I will talk about that later or now. Though you pull the I have a theory sticker up, please, and I will pause this and talk about this. Is it on? Is the sticker on? I'm going to die. Mm. Dojo! Pull the I have the theory sticker! Come on! Pull it up! Dojo! He doesn't hear. Well, pretend that the sticker is up there. Okay? Pretend that I have a theory sticker. It's up there. So you know how in the world map, um, there's Claudia Grantar? It specifies the reason water. I will. Thank you. Pretend this is the I have a theory sticker, okay? Um, so you know how in Claudia it specifies Grandar, like the region. So I think there's three regions of Claudia, and each one of them is ruled by an emperor. Three emperors, three regions makes sense, right? So Ryvern and the Jew that called him are one of the emperors, and then there's the other two. And actually, I think that we're going to get two more regions of Korea, which will be either another map or the same map that we have, and it will be like different continents, different islands. You know, like Korea is like an archipelago, and Grandeur is just one island, and there's other two, like two more regions or continents or islands or whatever. So that's my theory. A sticker down, a figurative sticker down. So Leodore Thouser is like, oh, you have Melee's power now. Thouser recognizes Melee's power inside Leodore. But is Melee the one possessing Leodore, or is it another thing? Like I said, it could be the Advocate of God or something. I don't fucking know. And Leodore is like, hey, kill the resistance. And Thouser is like, I don't wanna. And then he leaves and gives zero fucks about Leodore, and that is a 10 out of 10. Like, Thouser giving zero fucks about Leodore is a 10 out of 10. I love it. I actually love it. Come on, two more cutscenes, guys. Two more, and we will be done. And we switch back to the Resistant HQ where Leona is being all patched up and talks with Barcelo, Arndine, and Guinea discussing Operation Storming El Maria, the temple where Leonor is. And the fact that we got an operation name, like a name drop, I feel like we're going to fight Leonor soon. Like the next story update will be fighting Leodore and finally freeing him from whoever is controlling him, or if he's an advocate of God, returning him into normal. Yes, and someone is attacking them, and there's red alert. And then Didi shows up, like sap party people, and she tries to kill them with poison everyone. But then Gruffle Pierce heals Ardina and Leona and cleanses the air from Didi's poison, and a powerful light emanates from her, and she gets ready to fight, and that's the end of the cutscene and the end of Arc 2. Well, Arc 2, no, the chapter 2 of Arc 2 of current story. So the story ends here. Also, I said in the note that Didi was going to be a poisoned ailment user. This was written before Didi dropped, and I was right. So thank you all to for this. So yeah, I'm just gonna show Graffle used doing her thing. Like, I'm going to kick your fucking ass. And that's it. That's the story for now. But yeah, I want to show you the little map thing. Why does it say if the name of the world is Claudia? Why does it specify Grandar if there's not going to be more of Claudia? Think of it. So yeah, that's it. That's the story. That's all. That's all, folks. I want to say that I had my notes written down for this one, so I knew which cutscenes to look at and everything. But please give them a look and read through them if you want to know the details. Also, I have a story summary, um, which is all over the internet. So but I'll pass a link in here. I'll pass a link in the comments right now. Wait. Let me in here. Here we go. There's my story summary if you want to read through it. So yeah. Thank you for showing up, guys. Dojo. Um Anything else you want to add? Hello? Are you there? We need to close this. If anyone has any questions for anything regarding Arc 1 or Arc 2, come on, camera, please. Thank you. Dojo? Hello? Dojo's dead. Guys, the stream isn't going to end. You're actually stuck with me and the Church of Lore forever. I think he's actually dead. Is Dojo good? I don't know. I'm gonna ping him. Like, yo. I pinged him in the Discord. He's okay. He's just a little bit sick. That's all. Don't worry. And so, guys, are you enjoying the collab so far? Are you enjoying the Tales of collab? Ha, who did you get in the free ticket? I got Stan. He got taken by the advocates. No, the prefects of God kidnapped him alongside Lennis. What are we going to do now? I actually, so fun fact, I live in a little place called Spain. Do you know what hour it is? I don't know if you can see it, but it's 12 in the night. Like 12:26. It's almost like yeah, it's late. I can look. Congrats on you. And eh, you're alive. He's alive, guys. He's alive. The prefects are chasing me. No, Joe. It's okay. I got Barcelo. He will shoot the advocates. Ratatata. Oh no. Dolores is bending. He's writing. I'll be back. I must defend the Church of. Oh, you also live in Spain? That's so good. Hello. Hello, neighbor. I'll be back. I must defend the Church of Floor. Yes, Dojo, please. Oh, that's cool. You also live in Spain? That's so cool. I didn't know there were people from Spain looking at the podcast. Hello there. The lore, yes, the lore. We also have little lore in the church. What part are you from? I'm from Alicante. I'm from the coast. What part of Spain are you in? Gonzalo? That's so cool. I never knew someone like from the last clone community that also. Well, I knew more people from Spain playing this game and actually caring about the lore. That's so cool. I have to use my dumb smile. I'm back.
Prefect of lore. I said prefect of lore. Prefect of Lilaha. Mia, strong as hell. She hits very hard.
Yeah, how you seen her fights?
Oh my god. What did I miss?
Fuensaldaña. Where's that? Sorry, my.
Oh, there's somebody else from Spain in here.
Valladolid. I see. We got a Spaniard in the chat. Okay.
Also, just to let y'all know, right? Look at how little Zell Simi has versus her crystals. You know she be maxing out units left and right.
Ability near Valladolid. That's so
Ryan! Calphinite!
Calphinate in the building.
Did I miss? Okay, I was following the stream, but then, the prefects broke in, so.
Yeah. Did Mia crush you within her fight?
Bro, she tried to, bro. She had me in a figure 4 lock, bro. I had to slip out. Even though her thighs were super soft, I felt her tensing him up. I had to leave.
Dojo. That was a little bit sus.
Listen.
Hello.
Thick thigh. Listen, to live by the thigh is to die by the thigh. However, chose not to die today. Next time, however, I might not be here. Huh? What? Anywho,
you're not going to be here? What?
I'm just don't worry about it. Anywho, what we doing now?
What do you mean you're not?
Don't worry about it. Just know that if Mia comes in again, to live by the thigh is to die by the thigh.
Don't die, please.
No,
I can't do the podcast alone.
You did that. Okay.
I almost died.
Came for the Lord, stay for Mia, bro. Listen. Ryan, you missed God of War last night, by the way. But what did you already finish? You finished, didn't you? Or is there still more to go?
Did you see me almost dying?
Yeah.
During the whole stream. Then you got into a thick of it, you could say.
Little bit. Yeah. Dojo needs to go take a nap.
Yes, please do.
but
But yeah, by the way, I saw uh if um if you didn't come from for the cut of lore podcast, you know that it crashed when we were talking about our sort of like character in the Tales of Arise
wait, it did?
game.
Oh wow.
I saw the gameplay, I saw like the story and
Mhm.
everything, and I like it.
Mhm.
I approve.
I approve.
I approve. I also like the idea of half of Barcelona's helmet breaking and the other staying. Like we only see half his
Mhm.
face. We only get to see half his face. Like, bruh, bruh, why?
I hope the collab went well for everybody, for all those who pulled.
Yeah. Also, please do the bonus event because they gift us with God Relic Prism shards.
Yeah.
So
Also,
this
guys,
bonus-
Simi said she's gonna drop 2 summons on stream. They're gonna drop 2.
No,
He's
no,
gonna drop 2 summons. Simi's gonna drop 2 summons on stream for the arc because it's the only for the LR arc for Yuri because that arc is the only one that has Earth Mega Drive. Yes, they're putting Earth Mega Drive on a collab arc. Normally I don't tell people to chase arcs, but I convinced somewhat bullied Simi into summoning.
Oh.
Yeah, no. Literally.
Okay,
So all right.
Ritual, and what did you want me to do?
Do you got tickets? If you got tickets, send the tickets. Ooh, you only have one ticket. All right. Send me gonna do some summons to end the podcast. But yeah, no.
To...
Cal. All right, Cal. But yeah, Cal. You know what's crazy is, right? We got Fire Mega Drive on Prefects of God that came out with Adel. We got Light Mega Drive on Archbeing that came out with Roland, and then Vayne, who had a what's it called? Vayne, who had a UR arc, didn't get Earth Mega Drive, and they put Earth Mega Drive on our boy Yuri's LR arc. So you don't have the LR arc. Oh, you would. Gons, I got Stan and Yuri's arc for free. Oh yeah, you're winning, Gons. I would definitely. So go ahead, send me. Send them.
Do I do a multi? Or
Yeah, definitely do a multi. Do a multi.
Okay, 1 multi.
2 multis.
No, 1.
2.
1 multi.
2. Hey, look, go make it an even 100. Actually, you'll still be over 100K either way. You see, it's fair. It's for the people.
2 multis.
2 multis.
Okay, I skip. This is my actual luck. You're staring at.
Right. One more. Yeah.
Do I do the film ritual again?
Yeah, do another 10 again. Do another 10. Do it.
Okay.
Ryan. Calvinite says, yeah, premier skills on UR and LR arcs.
Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, nah, it's I wouldn't have that much of a problem with it if it was on Vayne's U arc because that's a thing that'll get into rotation. What?
And nothing.
Yep, alright, cool. It's something that'll get onto rotation.
Okay, that's it.
So, like, there's always a chance to get it. There's no guarantee. Okay. There's no guarantee that these Tails collab is gonna come back. So, like, I'm definitely gonna pity it. Where you at anyway?
It's okay, guys. I can always get Christmas.
Jesus. Did you already buy your thing? Your UR Stardust for this week? Or for this month? Did you buy your UR Stardust for this month?
Oh my god, Stardust.
Yeah, go to permanent. Permanent, and then Crimson Ore. Scroll down. Scroll down.
There's so many.
Scroll up, right there.
This.
Yeah, every 30 days you get it. You have what?
Okay.
Oh, I got everything from this. Bro, Ryan, give me some summons, bro.
I got everything from this collab.
Ryan, give me some summons, bro.
I'm going to, of course, dump this
The wallet
into our
needed to be
board.
open fair.
But yeah.
And Ryan, somebody actually
Anyone?
donated $10 to me last night during my God of War stream. Actually, let me go to PayPal because I might do some summons. Let me see.
Open your play. I never figured out how PayPal works. So Galvanite, if you see that I gave you back the money, is because I couldn't like even if I wanted to purchase the LC pass, which I don't, I can't because I don't know how PayPal works. Like it didn't let me like send money to my sister.
Yeah, we're definitely enjoying ourselves. You just missed the. I don't know if you were here, Ahmad, but Simi just did 2 summons. I have money on hold. How do I get
I
this?
damn it, woke up late. At least I could just say, guys, go you said you and yourself. That's always a nice surprise. Yeah, but if you see I gave you your money back, it's because one, I felt bad because, and two, it was like why can't I send money to my sister? I was like, if I can't do this, then I can't purchase the LCBS. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna give you your money back because I don't know how this shit works. It may be because I used a fake name on the PayPal account, and I actually made another one with my actual name. And maybe it will work. I don't know. I didn't notice that. So I mean, yeah, but that's the reason. It's because I couldn't spend it, so I gave it back. It's a good. Okay, thank
Wait,
you
what
for
happened?
understanding.
Wait, what happened?
Knight sent me some money for buying the LC pass,
Okay.
but I couldn't spend it because one, I don't know how PayPal works, and two, since I used a fake name on that account, I people just said no. But maybe in the future when I figure out how it actually works.
Wait, what? Wait, so what? What don't you understand about PayPal? Or actually, we can discuss this. Since I don't. We don't.
Just
We don't want to do.
how I wanted to, like, for example, I wanted to send some money to my sister, and I was like, I have just send me your PayPal.me. I don't know how to do this, but it may be because again, on the account that Kafana sent me money to, it had a fake name. It didn't have my actual legal name. And I was like, oh, maybe it's because it's the fake name. What's triggering it? This is like verification from who you are.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't know that. It was like, even if people says, make sure that it's your actual legal name.
PayPal nuked my account to oblivion when they changed it. You need an active bank account now, I think. Yeah, because I got money on hold right now, and I don't know. It's saying that I have money on hold. I'm so confused.
Yeah, that happened to me as well. But now, since in my new account I have my credit card, it allowed me to send money to my sister with my credit card. And now maybe it works. Maybe I don't fucking know. But yeah, guys, I actually finished saying my things about the story.
No, okay, go ahead.
So I want to tell everyone, if you have any questions, anything that you want to me to answer live right now, please say that. If you have any questions about the overall story, not just Arc 2, but you know, if you have any questions at all about the story, this is the moment. Because after this, Dojo needs to take a nap, and it's actually, oh my god, the light, super late for me. I don't know if you can see that. but it's 12. Uh, almost 1 minus 12 and 41. It's late for me. So yeah, any questions about the story? Like, do you need how we are raising an emperor? A lot of theories say that River might be one, but I don't think so because he got a call. That's my only question right now. So River got a call, and he called the duel off. And knowing what kind of person River is, if he was the emperor, he would have fought Kyle right there and then. Like, I'm gonna fight you. But since he got this call and he was like, "Oh, I can't. I can't. I have to go and meet whoever's calling me." So I think the one that called Ryvern is one of the emperors. We haven't seen them, but I think Ryvern isn't an emperor. Do you think Kyle isn't Claudia? Do we have any hints of his location so far? Yes, and yesn't. Okay, so yes, I think Megas is in Claudia for several reasons, but we actually seen him with a purple hooded figure who's blonde, by the way. So maybe a lot of people say, "Oh, it's Sarah," but I don't think it's her. Maybe it's someone from the Silver Society. Maybe it's his mom, but I don't think so because he calls him son of Magus, not my son or something. Or maybe it's like, you know, to drop the reveal that he's his mom. He's been his mom all along. Is Lougseus dead? No, right? Um, Lougseus is dead. Yes, he's dead. But when he was dying, he was like, "I'm gonna take you all with me," and he did the whole thing. And Sarah was like, "Okay, I'm gonna seal this into another dimension so nobody dies." So she like sealed it into a separate dimension to make sure that everyone survived because hell was going to fucking explode. So she contained the explosion, but like says, as far as we know, he's 100% dead. Or maybe not. Maybe he's immortal. And we won't know.
I'll say this. I don't know if LC is going to do the same thing that most games do when it comes to those who serve directly under certain gods. Because, Degarogue at the end of Arc 1 actually didn't die. She did swear vengeance on Kyle and friends.
That's true.
So there is a possibility that and even after we killed him, directly after that event, it showed like the smaller Lougseans, like Lougseus people, like showing up in it was in one of the events.
One of the which one?
I think it was like when Lougseus was releasing as a unit.
Oh,
they had the events where
I don't think I played that.
Yeah, what?
If I played it, I don't remember the story. I think I skipped the event story on that specific event.
Hold on, let me.
Because I wasn't always the lore guy.
Hold on, hold on, because I know for a fact I know about this event because it was when it dropped, it was a big thing. So let me.
Okay. You message for that. I will keep. Ramon Ruins may play a part in that mod in the Kyle's dad Megas beating Claudia. Maybe the last time we saw him, he was in a sort of cave or mountain thing. Like he was like in a cave or something like that. Um, there might be additional entrances into Clary from Granzelia. We know from the anti-god Samael that yes, there are entrances to Claudia in Granzelia, but those ruins are collapsed. But there may be more portals, Claudia in Granzelia. The only one who explores ruins may discover. So Lilibet? I think so too. I bet Ramon has to do something with the elemental ox that she took with him. Um, I the elemental arcs, we know they were used to travel between dimensions, and this is the technology that Saint Paul and the Salvador Society used to do the world traveling technology. So yes, the elemental arcs may play a part on, you know, traveling between worlds and all of that. It was Leona's band, I believe, or it was around Leona's release.
Hmm.
I mean, we have seen divine beasts in Arc 2, but they're not from Lougseus. They're from Lilaha. So, there could be more look-like creatures in Claudia, but they're not from Lougseus. They're from Lilaha. So, Gaius, for example, is an excellent example. It's a look-like creature, but it's associated with Lilaha, not with Lougseus. So Lilaha and Lougseus are different gods. And even if Lougseus has divine beasts and everything, Lilaha has them as well. So even if we see look people or look like people, they could be from Lilaha, you know? But yeah, the Grug is alive, and we haven't heard from them. So they might play a big part in like trying to revive Lougseus or take Lougseus' place as the next god of ruin or figure standing. Like God of Ruin may be not a name of a god, but more of a title that the group takes. Like, I'm now the god of ruin and I'm going to wreck you because you killed my god. The better team might find a portal. Exciting. They're actually building one, Ahmad. They're actually building one. Meredy is building a portal to Claudia right now. And so far, so good. And they're going to use Alice as like, okay, we need you either to make the portal work. Is that okay with you? Yeah? Okay. And that's why the rock side quest and everything was to make the portal. So they tried to make like a portal machine, like a gate, like in the Stargate. Lougseus comes back to help the gang beat the goddess? I don't think so. I don't think so. I wonder if the old man that made the deal with Samael in Panthervane is the entity mentioned in the Panthervane arc. The one that's deep underground below Panthervane. Maybe. That is a great theory. I believe they'll be taking the Durandal to Claudia. Yes. Upgraded Alice was the year of battery. They needed to travel to Claudia, I believe. Yes, correct. That's correct. But they are building a portal, and they will go there with the Durandal and Alice and everything. But yeah, even if we see look like people in Lux's event or Leona's event, they could be from Lilaha. It's like, oh, there's hints that Luxeus is going to get revived. I don't think Luxeus is going to get back. He's like, his arc is done, and his thing is done, and the group may come back to bite the gang in the ass. That's very interesting, yeah. Why do you think I made this podcast? But
Well,
yeah.
we go ahead to answer some more questions later because I low-key just fell asleep in the chair. So,
All right. Questions over, guys.
questions over. Appreciate y'all for
Thank
joining.
you for coming. In the next one, we'll be tackling the main gang, except Ray because we already made him with the Adel gang.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be talking about Kyle, Lougseus, and Love and Theory. And then, if we actually get a real unit this time, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, but however, be warned. Be warned. They do have Christmas Lilibet up as the as this month's thing.
As the December.
Yeah, because it's December, Chris. So we're probably gonna get a
Los Bonus.
so just know that we will be getting rerun of Saintly Lilibet, Saintly Theria, and we might get a new Christmas unit, Saintly Leona. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Since
I mean,
apparently
maybe-
since
maybe
apparently
the summer shift, so
especially since they're keeping it with the females.
you can actually rewind when the podcast goes
Yep.
off.
It'll be up
You
within
can
like 5
see
minutes.
You can see all the podcasts and me rambling about the story, and I want to show this again because this is the Star Reader Hill. That is a location from Las Claudia, and it's my phone wallpaper because it's so beautiful. Look at that.
All I know is, let's see, going off of the female characters, we got what? We could have a
Also,
Saintly
yeah.
Eliza, Saintly Maylee, Saintly Leona, Saintly Tin Kelly, Saintly
Arcelos.
Lily, Saintly Alice. There's like, what, 6 females that they could make?
Yeah.
Hey, they could throw a curveball in, Saintly Mistress Didi, but we'll never know.
No, I don't think so.
Never trust a big button to smile, that girl is poison.
But yeah, expected the Christmas unit alongside a rerun of Lilibet and Theria.
Skipping, because I have them already. Skipping. But with that being said,
Skipping.
Pastor Simi and Priest Dojo, thank y'all for coming to church. Thank y'all for coming to Mass. There will be a test on this, so I hope you all take notes. This video will be up for your notes.
Yes.
Link to the... Oh, God. Oh, my God. Just make him... gonna come... Santa outfit. Oh, my God. Anywho. The updated link to the Church of Lore Discord. I made sure that it was updated. I made sure that it was the one that's still working. Is Simi, don't you die on camera. Simi, don't you do that. If I can't die by the thigh, you can't die by just breathing air. It's not how this works. Praise the Lord. If you're not in the
praise Marcelo.
Oh, goodbye, y'all. Later.
Bye.
Okay. Hour and 48 minutes.